Hello everyone and welcome back to another Space Engineers speed build. Today we are going to be finishing up the Modular Outpost we've been doing. I think this will be the third episode I believe. We're gonna make a couple more modules, being a 4-way junction and a T-junction with 3 variants. I couldn't do any variants of the 4-way junction because there wasn't anything to stylize. I suppose you could do a floor pattern, but I didn't think of it at the time. We're going to have a T-junction with a full window wall, a slotted window, and the just normal kind of slotted wall look that we done for the corridors. We're also going to change up the bathroom to get a smaller shower, like I said in the last episode. And then we'll put them all on the grid, and it should be in the description, the link to the Steam Space Engineers Workshop page. So you can go and download that there. So getting into what we're actually building, working on the 4-way junction. I'm looking for the block that goes, it's part of a mod where it goes the slab height, but it's that corner. It's a really niche block. You'll find it like you need it a lot. So it is part of a mod that adds just a couple more blocks that you don't use very often. I did want to make sure it was a complete 4-way, so I noticed that the corridors are slimmer one way, so they might not always line up in count, so you might have to add a couple more rings of the normal height and width of the corridors, just to make sure everything lines up properly. I did think to add a couple of generic walls in, like in a 3 and 5 block space, but I decided against it because this is just a starter kit. I didn't want to clutter too much of smaller pieces. We'll probably have a detail kit later, which will have basically empty rooms of different sizes and walls to fill them in, and different props and things to add in as you feel like. So basically a exploded version of what this set is. There will be a mod list for both the mods used on the grid and in the world, because I didn't use all the ones in the world on the grid themselves. There will be different mod lists, so those you can look up in the description. So I'm pretty sure this is, I have the full wall now, and this is the full window. One of the things that we do, we're going to be using a pink scaffolding to tie them all together. So I think I already said this, but it's going to be a blueprint, not a world download. So instead of downloading the world and having pre-built things, it's just going to be something you add into your world, and then take the pieces you want, leave the pieces you don't. Which means for survival, that will mean that you might want to piece together your outpost that you want to build in a survival world, and then bring that blueprint that you make yourself over into your survival world, and then projector it from there. Here we're making a blank room of the kitchen and bedroom size, just to have it in. I thought it was a good kind of baseline, because I know I didn't make any. I know I only made 2 rooms, so I just want to make sure to get a generic empty space. And we also do copy a single wall. I believe we also copy the kitchenette, but those are the smallest tiles in the set. So that's basically where I thought we should do walls, but it gets a bit granular and hard to navigate. So we're about to start and actually adding them on, and here's our nice pink scaffolding. So now it's just a matter of getting them all attached. And there's no real rhyme or reason to why I put them where I did. There's probably not enough scaffolding on a lot of it, but they should be all 5 blocks apart for a little bit of readability. So if you guys have any ideas for future builds, definitely put them in the comments, because I'm not sure what we're doing after this. I know we are going to be building something land-based. I know that next video I do will be on Thursday of this week. Should be the week of the 11th. So on March 14th, of 2019. We'll be doing a 5 things that make Space Engineers better, kind of like a wish list of features that probably won't be implemented for different reasons. But I figured I wanted to make the video, so we're going to make the video. So look forward to that this Thursday, and we'll be back Saturday with another building-related video. So I definitely need help coming up with ideas. Also, I am trying to work on a Discord for the channel. There should be a link in the description just to get that started. So anyone who wants to come and participate through there, that's also what we'll be using for multiplayer and live streaming multiplayer kind of things. So check that out. So this is our grid. It's got most of the stuff on it now. And we're going to redo the bathroom real quick. Take out the shower walls and kind of rebuild this entire half of the bathroom just to make it feel more realistic, I think. I don't think realistic is the right word, but it looked a bit too dumb. I don't know if that's right. That's the best word I can think of to describe it. It looked a bit kind of just large for no reason. Still looked a bit cartoony or a bit Space Engineers-y because the character movement in this game is very large. There's not a lot of small movements. So the spaces you need to play in are a lot bigger than necessary, or a lot bigger than, obviously, if we'd be building it like a bespoke area in, like, say, Blender or making a game level in Unity or something like that. So this is the size we're doing. It is, I believe, a 3x3 after you get past the doorway, which is the size that I feel it should have been. We also do a little bit of stylizing for the walls, and we get the walls on the outside to be a little bit cleaner, and we do a lot more of the stylizing that I've done to all the other outpost sections. And there we are. Nice. It's functional. It's good. The only thing I don't like about it is that it is one smaller on all the sides to the outside of it, which means we do get to bevel it without anything happening on the inside, but it does mean that we double up the walls, and I personally don't like when blocks are doubled up for no reason. But it is kind of how bathrooms are built in normal houses. Sometimes they're built with the bathroom inside the wall already. So here I spend way too much time on trying to find these corner blocks, and I ultimately decided not to go with that design anyway. So I just cut out the bit where I'm spending a half an hour trying to find the one block. So that's it, and I'll see you in the live version.